Rolling with the triple C, I'ma make them bend the knee. Rolling with the triple C, don't really got the heat.
So what's up, everybody? I hope you guys enjoyed UFC 289. Guys, I was pretty dead on the majority of the card, but the main event. And let's get started with that. Amanda Nunes versus Irene Aldana. Guys, I just don't, I just feel like, Aldana just didn't show up. She didn't show up as she should have. There's a little too much respect. You even might want to say if there's a little bit of somebody being starstruck, and I've seen it a lot with a lot of people. Go back and watch that fight with Cerrone and McGregor. He almost went in there with a little too much respect. When you have that, you get off rhythm. You don't have that type of mindset. The reason why I say that is because since the beginning of the fight, it was this. It was keeping her hands close to her face, and she never threw nothing. And she was just there, like, kind of, there's some things that I just can't answer. If you lose a fight, at least make it competitive, or at least, go out there and throw something, do something. But we have to give credit where it's due, and Amanda Nunes, what is it that she did? She won the distance game as she should have, as she was kicking that lead leg in. And as the later rounds kind of came about, she started bringing in the hands, and then she started using the wrestling. I think it was a perfect masterpiece on how is it that you should have a great technical game plan. From winning that fifth round, the way she did it, the way she was just able to stay on top of her, not necessarily making it safe, but yeah, making it safe. You have to. And soon after the retirement, Amanda Nunes has done some amazing things in the UFC. From becoming the 135-pound champ to, beating Chris Cyborg at 145 pounds. Her legacy is written. She will be a first ballot Hall of Famer, one of the greatest female fighters of all time. I still got to give it to Chris Cyborg, quite honestly. Chris Cyborg was undefeated for I don't know if it was 10 or 14 years, something crazy. Yeah, she got knocked out, but so has Amanda Nunes. Anyhow, guys, congratulations to Amanda Nunes for retiring with 2 belts. I think the next question to ask is, what is it that the UFC is going to do with the 145-pound weight division? Has any of you ever thought about that? Guys, there's not even any, I don't know if there's even rankings at 145 pounds. It was a weight class that the UFC just happened to make up because of Chris Cyborg, but I know there was a lot of talks at 145 pounds. What is it that needs to be done in order for that? If Amanda continues to keep winning, Dana White says to keep it. If she loses or whatever may happen, what is it that they're actually going to do? So, guys, personally, I think maybe 145 pounds may not even exist anymore. I think they may sell it to another organization, maybe, or release everybody. Because I knew that was a talks in before. At 145 pounds, who else is out there? These are the questions that we have. Maybe Holly Holmes, but what dance partner is she going to have? So I think these are things to really consider. But the night belongs to Amanda. Beautiful career. Her last fight to leave like that, the way she did, the way she fought, perfect. No scratch on her is beautiful. That's every fighter's dream. It's the same reason why a lot of fighters retire. She doesn't have to prove anything to anybody. She doesn't have to prove anything to fighting Juliana Pena again. She's just open. She just opened up 2 weight divisions, but in reality, really, she opened up 135 pounds. Who knows what the UFC is going to do at 145 pounds, and that's just the reality. That's just the facts. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. But amazing career. She will go down as one of the greatest UFC women's fighter in history as of now. And congratulations to her. And now let's get to it, now let's get straight to it, to the co-main event. Charles Oliveira versus Beneil Dariush. Whoo, I tell you what, man, Charles the Bronx came in swinging. It's almost like It's almost like Beneil, you know, it's almost like he had the right game plan, but his defense was a bit suspect. He kept dropping his hands, and then once he got clipped, it was all over. It's almost like he panicked. And what I could take from that fight is championship experience. It is different. When you've been champion, when you've been in 5-round fights, when you've gone against the best guys in the world, it does change the game a little bit. Because Beneil, after he got hurt, he packed a little too much. He moved a little too much. His composure kind of went out the window. And these are things where, in the past, when Charles has gotten hurt, he's been able to at least find different breathing areas, or bring the fight, or go to his back and do certain things like that. So, how will he do against Islam Makhachev? A guy with good top control, a guy that doesn't play that game. It's different, man. It's different because Islam's top control is not jiu-jitsu. It's a mixture of, it's wrestling with the mixture of sambo and then ground and pound. It's different. Like he's gonna want you to work up. He's gonna want you to carry his weight. He's gonna want to fatigue you, to get you down, to throw those elbows or get those heavy hands up top in order for him to hurt you. You know, he's gonna want to do a lot of these. He's gonna do a lot of these different tactics that a guy like Beneil really didn't polish up. Because as soon as Charles got up in the first round, I knew he was in trouble, because Charles did a really good job of. I wasn't even sure that he was thinking of finishing the fight, but he was definitely thinking about hurting him and stealing the round. So happened to be, he caught the right punch. He caught Beneil overreacting, going backwards, out of position, to be able to catch him with those hands. And that's all she wrote. I mean, overall, UFC 289 was, it was all right, to be quite honest with you. It wasn't a banger. I thought even my UFC, I didn't think it was all that, but it was a lot better than this UFC card, you know. But overall, it was a good fight. The Canadian Mullet, very interesting welterweight. I enjoyed watching him fight. Very tactical, very technical, and very precise. Was able to show a lot, man. I mean, for having a few fights in the UFC, I mean, this guy is dangerous. This guy is super, super dangerous. And I think, personally, he's ready for the top 15 or maybe even top 10. But I still want to see him against another good top contender. But who knows? I typically don't say things like this, but that man could potentially be the Canadian future. To the GSP status, I mean, we got to see. But is he promising? 100%. So again, guys, that is my breakdown of UFC 289. I hope you guys enjoyed my analysis. I hope you guys follow me on Twitter. And you guys make sure to subscribe to my damn YouTube channel. I am Henry Cejudo, a.k.a. Triple C. And you know I will deliver. I'm here to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And we are out.